Good morning from sunny Vancouver, British Columbia. Day 3 of the Rugby Canada National Championship Festival at UBC Wolfson Fields. And we are just moments away from the opening action on Field 1 this afternoon. Well, this morning. It's this afternoon where we are in the east. It's Alberta's under-18 women taking on Newfoundland. And this is a tale of two teams going in opposite directions. In Division A, Alberta is undefeated at 2-0, while Newfoundland is 0-2, looking for their first victory. Clearly, the Alberta women will be a challenge for our friends from the east. Looking at the lineups here for the Alberta squad in the front row, Hannah Medwid, Nicole Tichenko, Emily Godfrey. In the second row, Jill Titerin, Chanel Edwards Challenger, Darcy Dickinson in the back row with Aisha Ney and Sarah Farley at number 8. In the halfback pairing, Sonia Simmelink and Saya Trafford. In the centers, Megan Giesbrecht and Madeline Graham. And featuring on the wings, Christina Moore and Justine Cowitz. The fullback is Grace Quayle. Off the bench, Jordan Podoluk, Jennifer Strid, Mackay Schneider, Shalane Reese, Jocelyn Bertit, Ashley Ray Miles, Karina Stevenson, Chelsea Palman, and Jenna Morrison. For Newfoundland in the front row, Sarah Newbrook, Isabel McKenna, and Becky Mercer. Mercer will be wearing number 18. Catherine Stevenson in the second row with Kim Radford. Carolyn Woolridge, Sarah Harris, and Samantha Major make up the back three trio of the back row. Major at number 8. Tisha Quinlan and Lauren Humby are the halfback pairing. Kathleen Daly on one wing and Jolene Schubert on the other. In the centers, Jessica Todd Hunter and Lindsay Dwyer, the fullback, Sophie Pickard. Coming off the bench is Erin Boland and Zoe Walsh, as well as Melissa Carlback, Victoria Witten, Holly Todd Hunter, and so we got Holly Todd Hunter listed twice here, folks, so we'll have to, oh no, there's Jessica Todd Hunter. I knew it said that name previously. The sisters there, Courtney Daw and Kayla Mosher. So just a couple minutes away from the start of this game. Conditions, probably the best weather I've ever seen in British Columbia in my years of coming out here. Haven't had to even worry about a coat at night. At night, things are room temperature. Daytime temperatures 24 to 26. I've heard that there are clouds somewhere over the middle of the Pacific, but they're certainly not around here today. And certainly the teams have been enjoying this perfect weather. Oh, and so we're going to take just a quick break here and back to more action in just a moment. Hi, do you want to switch up the, I'll take the picture down here. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, you can switch that up. Hi, what's your name? Stephen, that's right. Nice to see you again from the Sevens in Langford. Yeah. Yeah, if you can swap that out super quick. And hi, how are you all? So, folks, we're just switching up tripods here, so that's why we've taken away the picture for a moment, so we don't make you seasick, because the camera's facing the sky and facing the ground and everything like that, but we'll have pictures back for you in a second. Just shift that other tripod out of the way there, and we'll be good to go. So Newfoundland, when you see the picture, is playing from left to right. Alberta wearing black jerseys, playing right to left. And as promised and advertised, we will... The kickoff underway. Alberta chipping over the top after receiving that ball, or it was knocked on. So it's going to be the first scrum of the day for both teams. Rose Labreche is the head referee. Mr. Ashcroft and Mr. Crisp are the assistant referees. So Newfoundland's got to put in off the Alberta knock on. Sonia Simmelink is the scrum half. And that scrum's kind of stood up there. Nothing happened in there. Lebreche is going to reset this. So after 2 full days of competition, safe to say these teams are a little bit gassed. Just giving you a sense of what happened as we see the scrum standing up again, but Alberta's come away with it now. Down the line, clean hands. Oh, drop ball midfield, picked up, but no good with that knock on, so we'll have another scrum. So far in this competition, Alberta has beaten Quebec 29-5 and Saskatchewan 17-0. Games involving Newfoundland, well, Saskatchewan beat Newfoundland 56-0 and 71-0 loss as well to Quebec. So it's been a tough tournament for these Newfoundland ladies, but they are standing in here and fighting the good fight. And now that's going to be an indirect penalty against Alberta. They engaged early. And now the quick tap ball by Darcy Dickinson. Sorry, that's Carolyn Woolridge. Now big break up the middle. Has this girl got some pace? Look at this. She may go all the way. I don't think anyone's going to catch her. And we'll tell you in just a moment who that is. So number 22, Karina Stevenson is the call on that try score. And boy, she just found a seam up the middle and no one touched her. Clean pair of heels for some 70 meters. An outstanding effort by Karina Stevenson. Gives her team the early 5-0 lead with this conversion to come. And the conversion is good. 7-0 score after just a couple of minutes. So Newfoundland is going to get this restarted. That's a great restart by Newfoundland. Not to be cynical, but they have had a ton of restarts this week, so that may be the one part of their game that's improving because of all the tries they've had scoring on them, and they really are looking to get their first points of this tournament as Alberta just rolls on. That was number 16, Jordan Podolak. Now look, another great big run. That's from the wing, Christina Moore. Front row, Hannah Medwid now getting into action. Ball is stalled a little bit. Now getting back out to Moore. And another try for Alberta. That was number 8, Sarah Farley, scoring that try. Here's the conversion attempt by number 15, Grace Quayle. It is good. You can hear it by the crowd, and just like that, Alberta up 14-0. This will be Newfoundland starting this again. That's a short restart, but it goes 10 meters. Spinning it to the left now. Alberta preferring the straight up approach, just running right at Newfoundland, and they are finding gaps early. Switch back inside, and that may have flummoxed potential tacklers. That's the scrum half, Sonia Similink. Now Jordan Podolak making big inroads. She's brought to ground. She's got to let go of that ball. She does. Now some good linking in the midfield with Giesbrecht and the offload to Chelsea Pahlman, but not before she is bundled into touch. We'll have our first line out of the morning. Newfoundland will throw it in. Isabel McKenna, the hooker, and the thrower as a result. And an Alberta hand got to that. Advantage being played for the knock-on, and Newfoundland will have a choice of scrum in 15, which they appear to be taking automatically. We have a player down following that play from Newfoundland. Didn't quite pick up the number of who's gone down there. Of course, these athletes have been putting in some hard days here, and when you play this many games, this many days, as we see the scrum half for Newfoundland, that would be a big loss for them, as Tisha Quinlan is just trying to figure out how she's feeling and what's going on, kind of touching her forehead there. Wondering if she got a head knock there. Of course, concussion syndrome and player welfare very much a hot topic these days amongst people who play contact sports. So assessments have got to be taken very carefully, and can assure you that all these protocols are being followed carefully by all the teams attending here. In fact, there's been seminars dealing with the subject this week, and that's one of the benefits of having all the provinces in one place, that you can lead these type of learning pieces after the games are done. And it looks like Quinlan will come off. She's definitely not feeling right, so good decision. And we have a player from Newfoundland coming on. We'll pick up what number that is when she turns around. Because she's the replacement scrum half, we will definitely find out who she is. So Newfoundland with the scrum and put in. Look at that big push by Alberta. And referee Rose Lebreche says she'll have that one set again. So scrum time, a bit of a problem here. The Alberta women putting in the big shove, and Newfoundland going backwards, but seems to be twisting and caroming around a little bit before the ball can get in. So likely Lebreche issuing some instructions, and next instance of someone engaging early or trying to twist that scrum, there'll be an indirect penalty awarded. Now pick from the back of the scrum. Number 8, Samantha Major, and then that ball is kicked into touch. So a bit of pressure relief for Newfoundland, but really not that much. Number 21, Courtney Daw throwing in, number 21, Ashley Ray Miles throwing in for Alberta. Linking now in the midfield with number 12, Megan Giesbrecht. And some handling errors early by this Alberta team. I mean, they're a strong running team, but they may be anticipating freedom across the line a little too early, and they're not grabbing the ball with the intent they should. Oh, and a great first step move by the scrum half, Stevenson. That's going to be Stevenson for the try, I think. Karina Stevenson, third try of the morning for Alberta. And it's going to be that kind of day for Newfoundland, it looks like. So score sitting at 19-0 with a conversion kick to come from Quayle. Grace Quayle, the fullback. Still 2 more days of competition to go. Some playoffs on Saturday and finals on Sunday. Some of the divisions featuring a sort of a sevens format of plate, bowl, and cup competition, which is making things interesting. And reseeding of the U16 teams has taken place. We'll talk about that later as the conversion kick goes across to make it 21-0. Quayle, an impressive kicker. So unfortunately, Newfoundland hasn't had much to offer Alberta so far in terms of competition. Well, I mean, they're not getting free passes to the try line. Tackles are being made, but, you know, the sign of some of the smaller teams is that they just can't take on that sustained pressure. Quick flip pass down the line now. Alberta finding another release down the tracks. That's Chelsea Paulman, and she will go in untouched. Oh, maybe touched just a little bit. The flanker for Newfoundland, Sarah Harris, almost got to her, but great run by Chelsea Paulman. And if the wheels were a little clunky on the cart before for Newfoundland, they may be falling off now. Quayle lining this one up. Next up on our schedule, 10:30, we have under 18 men, Ontario 2 versus Alberta. And that should be a great matchup. Really impressed by this Alberta men's team, and Ontario 2 will provide a great contest as Quayle puts the points across. $28-0 in this Alberta juggernaut, just seems chugging along. Been great to see all the support by the families here. Got a bunch of Alberta supporters. And Alberta, the teams have all come by bus. A bit of a journey across the Rockies. But imagine all the different divisions of teams and that all coming by bus. And I think some of the families probably flew in maybe not as exotic for parents to get on a team bus, or maybe they drove as well, but certainly we've had families from Ontario and Newfoundland and New Brunswick and Saskatchewan all supporting their daughters and sons, and you know, that's the great family aspect of the sport now, kind of like the culture hockey is enjoyed in this country for so long. People are mirroring that with rugby. The restart from number 10, Lauren Humby. And one thing about this team is they find the line quickly, and that's number 8, Sarah Farley, scoring her second try of the morning. Sarah Farley doing a great job there. And look at the pace for her in the back row, and she was running like she was the star winger on this team, real track star there in that effort. $33-0. And very nice of Farley to dot it down right under the post to give her colleague, fullback Grace Quayle, a nice easy shot at goal. It's about 16 minutes gone in this game now. 2 30-minute halves, 60-minute games here for the under-18 women. Most of the divisions playing under that. The U16 boys were playing 40-minute games, so that was because they were playing in the first couple of days twice a day, compared to every other team just playing once a day. And shot straight through the posts, no doubt about it. So that's 5 conversions for Quayle. I started to say before that last try by Farley, you know, these Alberta women are just very adept passers. That ball is moving down the line and faster than some of these drift defenses can deal with. Finally, Newfoundland getting to that ball, touching it for the first time in some minutes other than for restarts. And now that's gone, has it gone into touch or has it gone knock on? That's a knock on. And Lebrecht will have a scrum just in the just a 10-meter mark of the, oh no, it's further in than that. That's the 22-meter line. Oh, and that shove was early, but I'll let that go. And so Newfoundland starting off the back foot as number 8, Samantha Major, tried to do something with it. Now that's off to the flanker, Carolyn Woolridge. How's Alberta stolen that? They've picked Newfoundland's pocket, it looks like they have. And Karina Stevenson, the scrum half, going right into contact. Now getting that down the line to Megan Giesbrecht. And here's another break. And look at the footwork, actually pretty straight up running. And is this Farley again? It is. And so her 3rd try of the game in the first half, folks. It's the Sarah Farley show. Pretty remarkable running. And I mean, lest you think she's cherry picking and running around the edges 5 meters out, that's her 3rd 50-meter plus try. So impressive stuff. Pushing the score to 40-0. And still about 12 minutes left in this game. Not in this game, in this half. Quayle very precise in her preparations for these kicks, and those kind of preparations obviously why she is 5 for 5 and possibly about to go 6 for 6 here. The other part is that her teammates are all scoring under the posts untouched. So that makes for an easy day for a kicker. And flags up again. So 42-0. This could be a huge score against Newfoundland by the end. Sure, you'll see Alberta ring some changes, though I imagine they may be resting some of their starters based on the numbers that we're seeing on the field. This could be some of their bench getting the start in this game as they prepare for the playoff rounds. That taken cleanly by Jennifer Strid. Newfoundland has just lacked any type of possession. Finally, a penalty as Alberta was leaving their feet at the breakdown. And so Newfoundland taking a quick tap. And that's fly half. Saya Trafford took that quick tap. And Alberta, that was a forward pass. LaBreche didn't pick up on it. Oh, she had some help from her assistant referee, and they will bring it back. Alberta just a little too keen off the break there. And ball thrown forward, so it'll be a scrum for Newfoundland. If you're in the Vancouver area, starting at 12:30, Adam Kleberger, Canadian team flanker and famous for his 2011 World Cup campaign as a Beardo, will be signing autographs, and boy, the kids are excited about that. Full autograph signing session. They've got a bunch of photo cards made up, and really a chance to link with the grassroots level of the game to the top level of the game as Canada begins preparations for the 2015 World Cup qualifiers taking place in Charleston, South Carolina next week, and then at Toronto's BMO Field. Tickets available at Ticketmaster for that one. That's going to be an exciting contest on August the 24th. So Kleberger not figuring into that now, but he is coming back from injury. He's had a long-term shoulder injury, I believe it is, and so he's getting ready to come back in the lineup, but won't be in that World Cup qualifying set. Jamie Cudmore coming back for Canada, which is exciting news. As Newfoundland actually stringing together a few passes. Lindsay Dwyer with it into the line, but immediate counter-rucking, putting them under pressure, and now that's number 8, Samantha Major. And the tackling fierce from Alberta, and now they've stolen the ball at the breakdown. That's the scrum half, 22, Karina Stevenson. She's already scored a try, and boy, nearly another forward pass from Alberta. Each touch of the ball, those Alberta women are going a good 5-6 meters or more, and now the danger woman, Sarah Farley, nearly got that ball again. It's fullback, Grace Quayle. Her leg's not too tired from the kicking, and she is going to score now to add to her points total. That is a try by Sarah Quayle. So score 47-0 now. And great bit of running. She just got a hand on her from a Newfoundland defender, and she did not panic. Knew she had the edge, had gotten around the corner and only had a few meters to go. And always admire, this is when you see a kicker's true mettle after they've had a good long run, and now they've got to get the heart rate down and get this kick across. She really cares about that ball placement, gets right down there and scrutinizes what's going on. And this is actually probably one of her tougher kicks, and that's she's an author of her own misfortune here because she touched down left of the posts. Oh, and she's missed her first of the afternoon. So, maybe the effects of that long run still with her a little bit. Not sure those 2 points will factor in the final result, so I don't think she'll be too miffed by that. So the game for Newfoundland right now is they want to score a try. They haven't scored a try in the first 2 days, and they want to score a try today. And I would suggest part of that would be getting the ball and kicking it down to Alberta's end and trying to play down that end a little bit. The attack by land is not working, so an aerial attack might be in order. Good pressure from the Newfoundland back row, and they got to do a little bit more of that. Force some errors on Alberta, so Alberta's knocked it on. Now here's a scrum. So those little things, if Newfoundland can start chipping away at that, other things will follow. You can't just will a try to happen. You've got to put the hard yards in, and those ladies have probably got to unload the psychological baggage of 47 points in this opening half and just get to business. But 4 minutes remaining in this opening half. So ball gets to the inside center. Jessica Todd-Hunter. That was Victoria Witten into the line. And she's got to get out of the way a little bit. She could have rolled away, and she might get a penalty for just that, not rolling away. And that is the indication. She was lying around the ball, and now penalty. No one was holding her down, so she needed to get out of the way there as Megan Giesbrick spins that down the line. Some big tackles being put in by Newfoundland. Commend them for that. Tight spin pass from Karina Stevenson. That ball's gone to ground, but now penalty offside from Alberta. Quick tap taken by Newfoundland. Trying to see if they're napping, and that's Lauren Humby. She goes into touch. So it'll be line out here for Alberta on this near sideline. Throw in by number 21, Ashley Ray Miles. And the knock on into the line, so it'll be scrum in 15 for Newfoundland. So in the last couple of minutes, things going a little bit more Newfoundland's way. I don't know if that's going to help buoy the effort of Newfoundland, but it can't hurt, that's for sure. Rugby Canada CEO Graham Brown showing up on the scene to make sure the ship is sailing on tack. Maybe we'll get him on the microphone to have a bit of a chat at halftime. A pickup from number 8, Samantha Major. She's done well to get past the gain line. Some real hard work being done by this Newfoundland team now. Kayla Mosher now getting it out wide a little bit. Major linking up, but the flat passing is letting them down a little bit as it gets out to Kathleen Daly. It's been very much a sideways attack here. They need to turn it upfield. As they call it in the game, a north-south attack, and there's a chance. This could be Newfoundland's first points, and it is a try from Carolyn Wooldridge, and a great job. Newfoundland scoring the first try of its tournament, and even the Alberta fans clapping with the knowledge that it's been a tough tournament for these ladies, and the hard work has paid off, and they've gotten on the scoreboard. I'm happy to put those points up on the screen. 47-5, it's a start, and so it'll give the Newfoundland women something to feel cheerful about as the half nearly comes to a close here, and they'll build on that in the second half. So for the first time, the Alberta women having a bit of a conference in their own end zone, saying, what just happened there? And, sometimes you lose the plot a little bit when you're on the go forward the whole game, passing and scoring tries. You still got to do some of the hard work defensively. And if everyone's shirking responsibilities, Newfoundland can start to exploit that a little bit. The conversion attempt is short. And that is halftime. We're going to take a quick break in the action here and reset in 5 minutes. You're watching coverage of the National Championship Festival of Rugby from Vancouver, British Columbia and UBC's Wolfson Fields. Doug Cross, I'll be back in a few moments. We'll keep the stream live and sound off. So both teams deciding to come back for second half action. I think that was a wise decision. Everyone's having a good time. Newfoundland scoring a try to get that monkey off their back after 2 days of competition. They had not scored, but they finally pulled the trigger with a try from Carolyn Woolridge, the flanker. So congratulations to her as Alberta will kick off to start this second half. And now Newfoundland, I think, invigorated by their success there with the ball in hand. And look at the counter rucking by Alberta right in front of our position here. Newfoundland had possession, and that is gone just as quick as that. Number 21, Ashley Ray Miles, coming away with that. Now spinning the ball. That's out to 16, Jordan Podolak. Shalane Reese now. Into the line, Alberta showing their intent to shake off that late first half try from Newfoundland. Look at spinning, twisting through the line. What a great run. Is this Farley again, is it? Number 8 for her 4th try of the afternoon, and she is going to put the points total record on its ear here as on the National Festival Rugby website. All the players scoring and tries are noted in a table, and she could well take the lead with the afternoon, the morning she's having. So that'll make it 52-0 with a pretty tough conversion attempt. Oh no, she got around under the post. So I was thinking she had scored to the left of the post, but this will be, is it still Quayle? Looks like it's a different kicker. It's number 22, Karina Stevenson, taking this kick, scrum half. Quayle was doing a lot of kicking, to be fair, so probably had to save her leg a little bit. That one sneaks across the post. So 54-5. Newfoundland will have to restart this. It'll be Lauren Humby doing the honors. Doug Cross bringing you this third day of National Festival Rugby coverage. We may have Brian Kelly in later in the day, but busy doing other chores for Rugby Canada as the ball's flicked by Hannah Medwood out to the left side. Gone to ground now and into touch, so it will be line out for Newfoundland. So it seems like Newfoundland's been creating their own luck a little bit in the closing minutes of the first half. All of a sudden things started bouncing their way a little bit. There was lineouts that didn't go right for Alberta and some knock-ons and things like that, but now an indirect penalty, and that's against Newfoundland, so they'll have to retreat 10 meters. Not sure what that was for. A simple spin pass, the option. Going down the line, but passed just as the Newfoundland defender came in. A knock-on advantage being played. That's flanker number 7, Aisha Nay. Now the flip back inside to Sarah Farley. Boy, it looked like a log rolling competition in that ruck there. Christina Moore now into the line. She stays on her feet. Newfoundland desperately trying to turn her around on their side and steal that ball. Instead, a rolling maul has been created, and it's starting to splinter apart. Ball back Alberta side now. Giesbrecht. The flip pass inside. Oh, and that's gone to ground, but no harm, no foul as the scrum half. 22, Karina Stevenson gets to it. Seems Newfoundland a little more organized defensively and absorbing the pressure a bit better. The long slicing runs of the first half not as frequent here for Alberta. There's some hard work by 16, Jordan Podolak. Now going to the right, driving into the line, Christina Moore. She's been hungry for the ball in the last few minutes. Now tight spin pass down the line. They'll have a try here. Out to number 23, Chelsea Paulman. Great work by the winger there, Paulman. Making the score 59-5. Conversion kick to come well right of the posts. This will be the toughest kick of the day for Alberta, and now it's Karina Stevenson doing the honors as the honorary tee comes out. So folks, the World Cup qualifier coming up in Toronto on August the 24th. You should join Red Nation. Go to rednationrugby.ca. Find out by signing up what you can get. Some great discounts on Red Nation clothing. And the whole idea is that they want to see a sea of red at BMO Field for Canada's game versus the USA. As we see Stevenson's effort falling well short. The score will stay 59-5. But yeah, well worth signing up for that. You'll get exclusive head of the line ticket opportunities and fan opportunities and the chance to pose with the William Webb Ellis Cup and pre-game party. There's just a whole bunch of upside to becoming a part of the Red Army. Go to rednationrugby.ca. Also, don't forget about Rugby Canada's new magazine, Rugby CA magazine, available. As we see the kickoff going to Alberta, we'll talk about that in a moment. Oh, look at this big run right off the kickoff. That's Giesbrecht, and she has found the outside corner and hot in pursuit. Nice open field tackle by Sarah Harris, but not before the offload to Harris's opposite number, Aisha Ney, the flanker for Alberta. So another well-constructed try by Alberta adds to Newfoundland's misery. Gonna have to get the calculator out soon. This score is getting pretty big. 64-5 now. So that conversion short as well. So the score will stay 64-5. So Newfoundland will get this back underway. Eight minutes gone in this second half. So started to talk about Rugby CA magazine. If you go to rugby.ca, you'll see the first issue that went out in June of this year. I'm pleased to say I'm the editor of this magazine. It's a magazine for Rugby Canada participants like these kids we're seeing out here on the field. And 48 pages of rugby goodness. Great photos and superb stories. We've got a great bunch of writers providing content, and also hearing from former players. We'll have a profile on Norm Hadley. I've been looking to get in touch with Norm Hadley for this issue and wasn't having any luck, and all of a sudden he was standing behind me here at the National Festival at the Gerald McGavin Pavilion yesterday. I said, Norm Hadley, I've been emailing you and trying to get you on LinkedIn, and he says, well, I'm here, and so we are going to pull that together. So check it out, and the subscription details, if you're a non-registered rugby fan in Canada, not part of a club or anything, you can see all the details for subscription online, Rugby CA Magazine. All our ads done for now, as we see number 19, Shalane Reese, going into the line. Now big blast of the whistle from referee Rose Lebreche. Step back inside now, Isaiah Trafford. Newfoundland with this ball now. Aaron Bolin bundled into touch off the tackling prowess of Chelsea Palman. Ashley Ray Miles will throw this in for Alberta. Lebreche right almost in front of our position, making sure the, as we see player change, looks like number 20, Jocelyn Bertit, went off. Now that ball is gone midfield, now picked up by Karina Stevenson, and she is a dangerous runner, very quick off the mark. Help arrives in numbers, in the form of black jerseys. Trying to get that ball back. She's done well. Quick flip pass back inside. Newfoundland trying to get to this ball now. They have it. They've got to do something with it, though. Alberta trying to turn the Newfoundland ball carrier around now. Something's come out, but not before a whistle there. Oh, the scrum stable for Alberta, peeling off the back. Number 10, Isaiah Trafford. Ball's come out. Now spinning that ball left. Oh, it's gone to ground, and oh, it hasn't gone into touch yet, and there still may be a try coming off of this. And the hand goes up from Rose Lebreche. Let's see if my steely-eyed cameraman picked up a number. Any chance you saw that? Yeah. We'll find out from our Alberta fans who that might have been. Well, it's good to see that my eyes aren't the worst ones in the field. No one else was able to pick that number up in the far corner either, so suffice it to say Alberta scored. It was a great effort. If I was going to make a guess, it would be the wing on the far side, Christina Moore. Score up to 69-5 now. The frequency of scoring has dropped a little bit for Alberta in the second half. Not an indictment of Alberta's effort, but probably more that Newfoundland is doing a bit more hard work in the breakdown areas and the rucks and the mauls. Newfoundland scoring their first points of the tournament in this game, and they would probably like to pull that trick off again and try and shrink the gap between themselves and Alberta. That's a good restart. Oh, and a great first up dummy by 23 Chelsea Palman before she is taken into touch by Samantha Major, the number 8 for Newfoundland. So good net result for our friends from Newfoundland and Labrador, and they will have the line out. That ball finding the target of number 5, Kim Radford. Oh, and a good shift-off, fend-off move by Lindsay Dwyer. Ball's gone to ground. Samantha Major couldn't find the handle on that, but it stays Newfoundland side. Now spinning that ball out wide. One of the forwards for Newfoundland, Isabel McKenna. We've got an injured player on the ground, and looks like it's the fly half for Newfoundland's side, Lauren Humby. And now that was number 14. All right, that was a good pickup there. Justine Cowitz scoring that try. Scoreboard ticking over to 74-5 now. Bit of an easier kick here for Stevenson, who hasn't had the success of Quayle in the first half. Fullback Grace Quayle striking for 7 conversions and a try. So not a bad haul for her, 19 points in this game. Quayle, Stevenson now with a bit of a sitter up the middle here. That'll do. Makes it 76-5. So, can't be a fun afternoon for Newfoundland, but they are staying in there and doing the hard work, and they should be commended for that. Next game is Ontario 2 versus Alberta at 10:30. This game has still 13, 14, well, about 12 minutes left until its conclusion, though an argument could be made to maybe blow it up a little early. Newfoundland flinging that ball down the wing, and that's gone into touch forward pass first, though, so we'll take the scrum rather than the line out. And so everyone was expecting line out, but it is a scrum, so there we go. That ball not going in cleanly. Rose Lebreche will have it again. Rose from the Ottawa area. Newfoundland trying to get that ball down the line now. Good running from Aaron Boland. So Newfoundland stringing some phases together now. Oh, and a pass picked off. A sniper job from Justine Cowitz, and she will score. Justine Cowitz scoring her second. So Newfoundland trying to organize some go forward there, but ultimately that ball snapped up from the pass attempt. Bit of a clanger there from Stevenson. The score is going to stay 81-5. Another restart from Newfoundland. Good job by the kicker. That ball looks like went back, I guess. It looked like possibly a knock on, but forward pass by Alberta. Newfoundland will have the scrum. So now a move from the back row. So we have some local fire brigade is nearby and responding to a call. Hopefully nothing's on fire out here in beautiful UBC's campuses here. Really idyllic setting for learning. Really enjoyed our time here. Oh, number 11, Christina Moore, up for an age up in that line. You could have done a chalk drawing of her up in that line. And they just reset and did it again. Passing straight down the line as they've done all game. That's Madeline Graham. The small mistakes creeping into Alberta's game now. Maybe a little white line fever. Everyone wants to score a try. And, you know, got to stick to basics. Player with no number will have no name in this game as well. Unfortunately, don't know who that is for Newfoundland. And errors going both ways now, knock on by Newfoundland. So I think both teams may be getting a little tired. The heat already obviously a factor. It's already crept up to about 24 Celsius and very sunny. No wind to cool the players down. So 5 minutes left in this contest. Just a reminder, at the end of this game, we will stop and reset and provide a new stream feed using the new YouTube Live system. When we want to archive these videos, we've got to stop the feed and then create another one. Otherwise, we just have one long 4-hour video, which is we did the first day. But we'll be breaking those up a little bit later on when we have a chance. Now, that's the powerful Chelsea Pellman. Look at the inside-outside moves, nearly into touch, but now it's Stevenson. Stevenson will try and get away from tackler. Now the offload to 19, Reese. Newfoundland's come away with that ball and now kicked it into touch. And that is full time. So calling a stop to this a few minutes early, Rose Labreche. So final score is 81-5, Alberta over Newfoundland. Congratulations to Alberta for the great win, and also the Newfoundland ladies for scoring their first points of the tournament. So Doug Cross saying goodbye for now as we just reset for the next game. Refresh your browser prior to the next kickoff at 10:30 Pacific. So that'll be 1:30 in the east, and you can do your math in Newfoundland. I always suffer trying to figure out what time it is. That'll be 2 in 1:30, 3 in Newfoundland, I think. So have yourself a great few minutes, and we'll be back with more action live from the University of British Columbia.